Now let us pass on the workout class relating to first chapter. When you come across workout task, yes, we have to go through the questions which are incorporated in the first chapter of our text. Here, first of all, we have to discuss 1 mark questions. What type of questions may arise in this chapter, we have to understand. Yes, dear friends, it is very easy task to answer these questions in one word or a sentence. Here, what you are going to see in this workout class, question bank, 1 more questions. For example, who is the father of political science? You will be say easily Aristotle. The questions may come regarding the study of political science. They can ask the question, who studied political science first scientifically? Here, many of you are going to write Aristotle, of course. Here, we are going to say ancient Greek. Among the great fellows, Aristotle stands first. Then we can move towards third question. Name the book written by Aristotle. It is nothing but work. You can say the Politics. When you come across, name any one city state of ancient Greek among many city states. For example, Athens, Sparta, Macedonia, Stagira. We can say among them one city state. For example, Athens. Then we can move on. What is political science? Here we can give the answer very easily. A systematic study of state like this. It is very simple. Then we can come towards who said the political science is a supreme science. There is no other go, Aristotle. Then who said man is a social animal? You are already aware while you are studying the chapter, that is Aristotle. How many constitutions did Aristotle study prior to writing his work, The Politics? Here you can write 158 or more than 158. Later on, which is the root word of the politics? You can say polis. Then the question is, what is the meaning of word polis? It is, you already understand very simply, city state. Here we can move on. One more segment of this working class, that is 2 mark questions. Here there is a question, define political science. Here you have to write answers at least in 2 words or sentences. See, when you come across the question, define political science, you can give your own definition or what we are already understand, the persons who are defined the political science. For example, Paul Jonet, Sir John Seeley, et al. Here, one more question is, what is the subject matter of political science. Very simple. You can write that is state and government like this. Dear students, let us move on. How is man is social animal? Manava samajika jeevi yake. Yes, we can write the answer. He must live in the society to utilize, to fulfill his own needs or appetite. Then we can move towards the fourth question. In which of the ancient Indian works do we find reference of a state administration? We already compared the Indian political philosophers with the Greek political philosophers, while we are also indicated their works regarding state administration. You can give Kautilya, Kamadaka, Sukra like this. Then we can move one more question, that is, who are called the Greek philosopher trio? Buddhivanta, Trivedi. Here, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, clause. Then we can go towards the sixth question. When and where was the International Political Science Conference held? Very simple. You can write Paris. Then we can move towards one more segment of this chapter, that is 5-mark questions. Here you will be able to write at least a simple paragraph or essay answer towards this question. Here, somewhere, when you come across to understand the political science in detail at the first chapter, we have to go towards the 5-mark questions, that is, discuss the evolution of political science. Here, you have to write how it has been emerged as a systematic science, when trio or indulging to teach their own philosophy to their own fellows in Greek. It will have its own stages to evaluate what we call the systematic science, which is known as political science. You can write this up to at least 8 to 10 lines. Here, one more question is, explain the nature of political science. You are already aware of what is its nature. Yes, what is its link between what we call mankind, how it has been made, man as civilized fellow. These things will become in this question. Then we can move towards explain the scope of political science. Scope means you already understand what is its boundary. When you come across the boundary of political science, we are already make 3 groups regarding their own argument. One group, second group, third group. Here there is some fellows are going to indicate only the state, other fellows are going to indicate only the government. Finally, many of them come to give their own opinion about both state and government. This is the what we call answer towards the scope of political science. Then we can move towards is political science is science explained. Dear students, you are already aware why you are going to study the first chapter. How many of our political philosophers are going to argue in favor of political science as a science? How many of you are going to argue, no, it is not at all the science, it is the art? You have to make it out list. While you are going to make it out list towards this question, you will be get the answer very easily towards is it science or an arts. Understand? Nantaralli, we are going to give one more question, that is political science is an arts? What I have already explained in this question. Yes, why while you are going to bifurcate the political philosophers who are going to say political science is a science, who are going to say the political science is an arts with their own example, we can make it out. Then we have to come across the 10-mark questions. Here you can see probably one question under this segment. Here, explain the relevance of the study of the political science in the contemporary world. Dear students, you are already being understand why you are going to study, you are going to read the first chapter. Finally, how many points are incorporated to explain the what we call relevance of the study of the political science today in the contemporary world. Here, you have to give your own opinion at the introductory note, and finally, while you are going to give your own conclusion. In between, you are going to explain in simple way regarding those points, how it is going to make a leader with his own leadership, how it is going to make you to understand your own rights and duties, how a person must be able to understand the constitution of his own nation, how a person or a citizen who is living in a democratic country how to understand the different political parties, how his own nation is engaging with his own what we call political philosophy or theory. These are all coming under this explanation. Dear students, while you are going to giving the explain towards 10-mark questions, it must be at least a simple or a small essay. Yes, while you are going to understand the things, while you are studying the first chapter, it is very easy to explain everything regarding what is, how it is very much relevant to the present world. Yes, this thing will be come in your mind very easily. I hope you will have your own appetite to explain what are the points in the relevance of the political science. Okay, thank you.